One of my favorite AI design tools, MagicPath, recently received huge updates. MagicPath 2.0 is a canvas where humans and agents work together, and this is something I haven't seen on the market yet. This is huge, and in this video I will show you all the key features step by step, starting from the newly designed MagicPath standalone app. Then we'll launch several agents to design our UI for fitness tracker app, and then I'll show you how to connect your external agents to MagicPath. Hi, my name is Sergey and welcome to my channel. Here I talk about AI, vibe coding, design tools. So if you want to learn more about it, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and like the video if you like it. And now let's get started. Alright, so the first major update that I really like about MagicPath 2.0 is that now we have a fully working standalone macOS app. So check out the link in the description below to follow along with me, or just go to magicpath.ai. And here on the home page, on the home screen, you will see the button to download the macOS app. So I opened the MagicPath app, and now let's create a new project. So I'll launch a new project, and here we can do several things. Of course, as always, we can import some of the designs from Figma as we used to. Now we have a larger screen on the left side with all the things that we can do, all the chat window. Now we have threads. We can do several threads. For example, if you're comparing to like Cursor, for example, or Claude Code, when we can prompt different tasks at the same time. So these are like threads. We also have the components and libraries from other projects that you have in the MagicPath. You can use them. So similar to Figma, this is super cool. And of course, you can use and create your own design systems. So here are like free design systems that you can use, or you can create your own design systems. It doesn't matter. You can always tweak them over here, change the colors and all of those things. But actually you can check out my other videos on my channel about MagicPath, because I really love this AI vibe coding design tool. All right, so let's go to the agent mode, and what I want to do, I want to test it out and show you a really cool feature of MagicPath 2.0 update is that we can see how separate agents work on our task. So I will import my Design.md file with some information about how I want the app to look like, and now I will just write the prompt. All right, so here is the prompt: create fitness tracker app, show the flow of 5 key screens. And what we can do here, we can choose different models, and I will use auto, and I'll just run the prompt. So currently MagicPath is working, and we can see this is our canvas. Here we'll see the results in a few seconds, I guess. Here it reads the MD file, my design file, and we can see that it understands different colors, typography. It pulls the data from this file over here. All right, and now we can see that it's working, and we can see all of these little agents working on our designs. Isn't that cool? So these are not people, these are actually AI agents. They're designing the app for us right now, live. This is super cool. This is basically like I'm hiring a team of designers who are working at the same time, and we can see that, for example, Cairo is verifying some changes, and this was the fastest one. Now the first one, the dashboard, and now the active session and the statistics, the Astra works the slowest. So now we can see that everything is ready. We have 5 key screens, and what's cool about MagicPath is that everything is live, so it's not a static image layout. This is the live working app, so we can like work with it. We can click, pause. This is actually like music going on, I guess, right? We can go to home screen, library. So the bottom nav bar is working, and what cool is here is that we can well, actually it is a mobile, so yeah, we can switch to web view, but this is our mobile app, and we can preview it in the browser, and this is how it's going to look in the browser. But of course it's not super great, because this is just our mobile version that we need to look at. All the screens are ready, so this is super cool. And now what we can do, besides that agents were working on this file, we can share this link to the project to our friends and other real human designers, and we can allow them to be editors or viewers. And if we allow them to be editors, they can actually join our project and work with agents and with you, for example, at the same time. So it's like a teamwork, similar to Figma, when different people work at the project at the same time, which is a really cool feature. Now it is available in MagicPath 2.0 version. So this is huge. This is super cool. And of course, as always in MagicPath, you can click on anything on the canvas and you can change everything. So, and the most important thing is that when you see I selected the screen, I can see it right away in my chat window that it is selected. But now I want to go to the editor mode over here, visual edits, and I can see my layers here, similar to Figma, which is super cool. And on the right panel, I can see different information about the different layers or elements. For example, I want to click on this one, the H1 heading, and what I can do, I can change the size of it right away. And what's cool here is that now what I can do, I can select all of my H1s on all of the images, or I mean all of the screens like this, and I can change the size everywhere, right? So I can change it to, for example, 52, and for example change the letter spacing to, for example, -4, something like this. And then what I can do next, for example, I can change H2 here to something like, for example, 32, like this. And when I'm done, I just click done, and I'll need to wait a few seconds and everything will be changed. So basically everything is changed already. Yeah, oh, here it is. So it's changing. Yeah, so all the changes are saved. So this is super cool. Next, what I can do, I can of course select the screens and I can click on code icon, and I can export them to my agent, to my cursor or anti-gravity, or I just can save the code base, of course, and work on this app in another code editor app. So the next cool update that I want to show you is actually that you can connect your agent and make it work directly in MagicPath. And this is super cool. This is like a really huge update and it changes everything. So let's do that. So we click on this banner over here because this just came out. So we can click on it and we can see a little instructions here. So what we need to do, we need to copy this command over here. We can copy it. And now what I want to do, I want to go to Cursor and I want to go to Claude Code. So we can see the both of the agents open. And here you can see that I have my project open, MagicPath 2 Claude, and in Cursor, of course, it's MagicPath Cursor. So both projects are open. And what I want to do now, I just want to paste in this command in Claude Code, and I'll do the same in Cursor, and I'll just run both of the agents, and they will install the skill for MagicPath. So this is totally new. This is super cool. And I'll need to allow to install the skill. Basically, it's going to be installed inside of the folder and on my computer. So as you can see over here, it installs on the computer inside of the project folder. So I'm running, and here I need to allow again. So everything is ready for Cursor and for Claude as well. And now what we want to do, we want to tell Claude to create some new screens for our app inside of our MagicPath file. So this is what I want to do now. I just want to make these screens smaller, and I'll just go like this, zoom out a little bit so we can see the canvas of MagicPath. So now I want to create new screens, a profile screen on the app in the open MagicPath project. I'll copy this and I'll go to Cursor, and here I will put in create a subscription screen of the app in the open MagicPath project. And here I will run the Claude code, Sonnet 4.6 model. And in Cursor, I'll be using the latest model from Cursor, Composer 2.5. And let's see how it's gonna work. I need to allow here and always allow. Okay, so now I need to allow to use MagicPath by my agents. So I'll need to approve. So I click approve. So it's approved. So I authorized both of my agents. And this is crazy. I'm working in both agents right now in Cursor and Claude. And I'm just like allowing them to do. And look at this. Look at the canvas in MagicPath. We can see the cursor is working right now. So we can see the agent. This is super cool. Yeah, and here we can see the Claude code working with Cursor together inside of my MagicPath canvas. This is amazing. This is super cool. This is orchestral work of the agents. And what I want to do now, I want to paste another prompt. For example, create a loading screen and support screen. Run. And now what's going to happen, MagicPath's agent, so basically inside of the MagicPath, will see another agent working that is from the MagicPath, and another agent is working for the support screen, and the first one is for the loading screen. So basically we have 4 agents working right now separately inside of one project file. So we can see the cursor. Claude has finished the work, and this is the loading screen that was done by MagicPath, and this is support screen that was created by MagicPath again. We can see that Claude didn't get the design. I guess it looks pretty generic, maybe because I didn't include the Design.md file. But what Cursor did, I kind of like, but again, it looks a little bit different in terms of UI. It uses sort of like glass morphism. Still, it is a little bit different. Maybe because I didn't include the Design.md. But what MagicPath did, of course, it looks pretty cool. But the idea is that I hope you got the point that we can connect and we can use different agents, and they can work inside of our MagicPath canvas at the same time. And this is crazy. And the most important thing is that when you use a separate agent, external agent like Cursor or Claude Code, they're not using MagicPath tokens. So basically it's free. So what you're getting here is free in terms of MagicPath. You're only paying for the agents inside of your external agents or Cursor or Claude Code. Let's try to fix the designs. And what I want to do now, I want to go again to my Cursor and Claude. I want to include the design system file, the Design.md, and I will tell them to update the screen by using this document. Update the UI of the screen using the provided design file, and I'll do this same exact thing for Cursor. And here I will just run it like this, and let's see what's gonna happen. So both agents are working. So we can see both agents just finished the job, and we can see that we used the MD file. Also, we have the summary in Claude Code and the summary in the Cursor. So we click Keep All, and everything is set here. So they're showing the summary of the file, basically with what colors to use, the numbers, the scales, and everything else. And yes, now we can see the UI that is similar to the one that we had before previously, made by MagicPath by using the MD file. So the colors are good, the typography is nice, so everything is pretty cool. Let's just preview it. I want to see how it works, because I see there's some issues here, but they can be fixed, no problem. So we can see that we have hovers, we can see that there's like 2 subscription modes, monthly and yearly. So everything is super cool. And for this one, let's see. Yep, the inner sections don't work, but again, we have the badges, we have this thing that can be fixed. All right, so let's fix it really quickly. What I want to do now, I want to use the editor, visual editor mode. So I want to select this div. And what I want to do now, I see that the layout is in none. I want to use auto. So it is an auto layout, and here we can see like the inside of the content. And now I want to use this vertical alignment, and now I understand that the content is not visible because it has the fixed height. So I want to go here on the right and use a fit content. Basically it's the same as in Figma, and here you go, we fixed this part, and I just need to click done, and yeah, and that's it. So I just press run, and it should save all the changes, and now it is changed. So now we have the perfect UI for this screen. So by using external agents, you can understand that you can connect anything basically you want to MagicPath and use it inside of MagicPath to build your UIs. For example, you can use OpenClaw with your Telegram, for example, or WhatsApp, and basically you can chat with OpenClaw inside of your messenger and tell OpenClaw to use MagicPath to create UIs right inside of your MagicPath canvas. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope now you understand how you can use external agents like Claude Code and Cursor to design UIs inside of the MagicPath at the same time. And I hope you like all the updates by MagicPath as much as I like them. And if you want to learn more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video if you like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.